Hello, hello. It is Mr. Zwick again, back to do another Aether Revolt draft. And let's just get right down to it. So, let's see. Well, we got a Yahini's Expertise available to us, which might just be the first pick. Might just be it. It's a very good card. Other notables in the pack are definitely Shock. Foundry Hornet's pretty solid. But I definitely think Yahini's Expertise is probably going to be the way to go here. It's a solid sweeper. Like, very, very good. So, let's see. I mean, if there's a lot of really good black cards in this pack as well. So it's definitely possible that at least one of them wheels. It's also probably pretty possible that it forces these next couple people that we're going to be passing to into black as well. So we'll have to watch out for that. Let's see. Gifted Aetherborn is definitely pretty solid. Lifecraft Cavalry is one of the top commons in the set. Maverick Thopterist isn't bad. I'm not really a fan of the red-blue deck, but, it's definitely something worth noting. I definitely like this Ether Poisoner as well. Barricade Breaker's never too bad, but it's sort of, I don't know, in my experience, it's sort of like a win more card. Usually you're already pretty far ahead on board by the time you're able to get one of those out. So, yeah. I'm definitely thinking the Gifted Aetherborn here, though. It's a very good card. So we'll go with that. Okay. Okay, so I like the Treasure Keeper. There's another Shock. Which Shock is pretty sweet. I think we're going with the Treasure Keeper, though. Like, Defiant Salvagers, alright as well, but it's nothing that's too special. Treasure Keeper is definitely, like, the top card in this. Shock is a very notable second, though. So, yeah, we'll take the Treasure Keeper. Alright, so... I mean, Hidden Stockpile seems like a pretty obvious pick here. Like, Lifecrafter's Gift is decent, but, like, it doesn't look like... I mean, we could end up being in a black-green deck. But so far, we haven't seen too many green cards that are sweet. So, I'm kind of more leaning towards maybe trying to push into black-white. I mean, Hidden Stockpile is just, like, an insane card. It's got to be one of the best uncommons in the set, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think let's just, let's go with the stockpile. Okay, well, immediately punished, because Prey Upon would have been a sweet pickup if we went into the green route. Yeah. Yeah. Implement's decent. Alley Strangler is like, kind of one of the last playables you want to have in, but I actually sort of like it. The menace on it is usually pretty decent. Because, like, they can't just stick a servo in front of it to block, which is usually pretty good. I think we'll take the Prey Upon, though. See if maybe we can hedge our way into green, kind of keep our options open. Alright, so none of this really plays nicely with the plans we've been going for so far. I mean, I think Ice Over is the best card in the pack. Conviction is decent if we try to go, like, the Revolt deck. I I don't know if we're going to be going that route. But, I mean, if we take the ice over, it keeps our options open. I'm not a fan of the Aether Herder, like, at all. I think it's a pretty bad card. Let's go with the Conviction. It's the pick might be the ice over, but yeah. Wow, choices. All right, so jeez. I really like this Death Toucher. I think it's underrated. Fenhaller is a really good card. I'm not a big fan of the Countless Gears Renegade, but it's like, you know, it's a bear. It's fine. If you guys watched the first draft video, you know how much I love these monkeys. These monkeys are pretty sweet. Because at this point, we just have to kind of decide if we want to go black or, you know, or white or green. So I think I'll take the Poisoner. The monkey would have been nice, but oh, jeez. All right. Yeah, green seems to be more open than I thought it was going to be. Like, Druid of the Cowl is pretty nuts. Vernon Automaton is really sweet. But let's just take the Poisoner. Wow, the Foundry Hornet wields. That is very surprising. So, yeah, we're just going to snap that up. It's a really good creature. Really good. Like, that's... yeah. Okay. We already have a Conviction, so I don't think we want a second one. Foundry Assembler's fine. It's usually not exciting, but, like, depending how the deck ends up going, it, you know, if we get a decent amount of artifacts, the Improvise is pretty nice on it, so we'll pick it up. We probably won't play it, but we'll definitely pick it up. Alright. I have no idea why a leopard is still here. Green has to be wide open. So I think we're going to try to switch back into green. Luckily, we do have this Prey Upon. It kind of sucks that we passed that monkey, but at least we got the Death Toucher for it. It's a shame if we're not going to be playing the Stockpile, because it's a really, you know, it's a really good card. Like, really helps you get through your deck and get the right draws, you know. But, you know, if green's open, there's no point not switching into it. Natural Obsolescence is a fine sideboard card. I've seen a lot of people play this main deck. I don't really agree with that, but you know, there's a lot of artifacts in the set, so I mean, it's not like it's an unplayable main deck card. I just don't think that usually you want it in the main deck because there might not be a really good target for it. Implement's decent. Can't complain about that. For a pick 13. Right. Ooh. Alright. Green Wheel Liberator, eh? That's a solid rare. Daredevil Dragster is also a very good vehicle. But, I mean, Liberator, if we get the Revolt, it's a 2-mana 4/3, so I see no reason not to go that route. We can definitely build some ways to make this a revolting deck. I should have held on a little bit longer. Wait until the last guy picked so I could get a better idea what was in the pack. Dragster. There's also a Druid of the Cowl. Druid of the Cowl is very good. I think we're going to go with the Dragster. But this is a very, very notable card that I would also like to have. Dragster's just sweet because, you know, it's a crew 2, which is very low cost. And that draw 2 can turn games around. I'm not really a fan of this hand. This pack. I guess we'll take the Silkweaver Elite. Yeah, the Dreadnought is, you know, it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. You're kind of playing on high hopes if you try to make it happen. I've definitely made it happen, but a lot of times, like when you're crewing 6 on it, it's just like you'd almost rather just be attacking with those creatures. Like maybe if it had trample or some sort of like evasion, that'd probably make it completely broken. But yeah. So we'll take the Silkweaver there. Yeah, nothing here is really too exciting. It's like a solvent, but I don't really like a solvent in this type of deck. So it might just be another Silkweaver Elite. Rogue Refiner's sweet, but obviously we're not blue. So yeah, we'll take a Silkweaver Elite. Alright, so we have some options here. Hidden Herbalists is fine. Poisoner is also a card I really like. Question is if we want the Prey Upon over it. I think I'd prefer the Death Touch, though. Honestly. There's also an Implement. Yeah, let's take the Poisoner. Ooh, wow. Okay, so we actually have a tough choice here. So we have the Narnim Renegade, which I think is the way we're going to go. 1 mana, 1/2 Death Touch is really good, especially when you can turn it into a 2/3. But this Unbridled Growth it's kind of bonkers. Like, you wouldn't think it looking at it that it's a really good card, but just the fact that, you know, it fixes you early game. If, like, you know, for instance, I have, like, this Gifted Aetherborn. Like, if I have a hand that's, like, Swamp, Forest, Unbridled Growth, Gifted, you can still play the Gifted on turn 2 without having the double Swamp. And it's a free cycle. Free trigger of Revolt. So, it's really good. But we're going to go with the Renegade. The Death Touch is just too valuable, I think. Right. Mechanized production. Gotta love mechanized. Gotta love mechanized. Fourth Bridge Prowler is fine. Nothing's really too exciting here. I think we'll just take the Prowler. Like, Craft Awakening, like, you know, it seems like it should be a good card, but it's not. It's one of those. Wow, Druid of the Cowl? And a Barricade Breaker. Those are going very late. I think we're going to take the Druid, but Breaker is really solid as well. Ramp is always good, though. Alright. So we'll take the 4-drop. Decent flyer. Might come in as a 3/3 if we get lucky. So we'll take it. We'll take the Bolus card because Bolus. It's good enough reason for me. Resourceful Returns. You know, it's a card that Wizards printed on cardboard. So we'll take that one. Probably won't be playing it, but stranger things have happened. Stranger things. It's a late implement. We'll take it. Alright, let's see if we can get something nuts. Wildest Dreams isn't really what I was thinking. It's not bad, but it's not great. Let's see, Armorcraft Judge. Do we really have 1/1 counter? Alright, 1/1 counter. 1/1 counter. 1/1 counter. So Armorcraft Judge might be the way to go. Hunt the Weak is a very close one here, too. Make Obsolete is... It's good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's awful. So I'm not really a huge fan of it. I think the Armorcraft Judge is probably the best card here. Like I said, Hunt the Weak is a close second. But we'll take the Judge. Card draw is a good thing. And, yeah, Essence Extraction, Solid Removal. We need some removal. Durable Handicraft. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be the way to go. Tune with Aether's not bad either, but we've got some 1/1 counter synergies, so let's go with that. Let's see, we got Fabricate. I really like Larger Than Life. I do really like Larger Than Life. Enthusiast is decent. 3 mana, 2/3. It's not the most exciting. We got a lot of creatures already. Let's take the Larger Than Life. It's good for pushing through damage towards the end. We need some stuff for the top of the curve at this point as well. Like right now we're just, you know, like mono 2-drops, which is good in some decks, but not in this one. Wow. That could be potentially very good. Yeah. Alright, so let's try to get some more guys that have 1/1 counter synergies. There's a lot of those, you know, creatures in this pack that you pay the 2 energy to put one on them. So we'll see if we can get any of that. But Aetherborn Marauder is definitely a reason to try to pick some of those things up. As well as the Armorcraft Judge. Like, we want to have as many 1/1 counters as we can possibly have at this point. And yeah, the Durable Handicraft can definitely help us out with that. So we'll see. Might be able to make it work. Okay. Parian Tiger is decent. We do need stuff at the top of the curve, so yeah, let's go with him. I really love the art in this set. Like, it's so good. Probably not playing it, but whatever. We've already got a few cuts to make. We'll have to see what they will be. Probably one of the implements. We don't need 2 of those. We need removal. So we'll take a Die Young. Prowler's more of a sideboard card. Why is Make Obsolete still here? And Wildest Dreams, jeez. Jeez. Yeah, we're going to take the Make Obsolete, but Wildest Dreams is... that should not still be here. Okay. Hazelnut's fine. What is going on, Moto? Stop it. So definitely we want to cut one of these 4-drops. I'm thinking it's probably... Yeah, it's going to be the Malphite squad. It's just kind of mediocre. I would like another 3-drop, maybe cut the Treasure Keeper for it. Just to kind of even out our curve a little bit. It's sort of awkward. It's not the worst, though, because we do have a lot of 2-drops. Kind of makes up for the higher number of 4-drops here. Right. It's a whole bunch of nothing. Those 2 blue cards should not still be in the pack. Okay. Okay. Wily Bandar. Very wily. Alright, so... Let's see. I actually kind of want to play this Puzzle Knot. I think I'm going to cut the Treasure Keeper. I know I really like it. It hits like nearly every card in the deck. But we needed to cut a 4-drop. We have too many. We're going 16 lands, definitely. He needs expertise. Yeah, and we'll play the Puzzle Knot. Just to say a draw effect. As well as another sack outlet. It's you know, it's an expensive sack outlet, but... Or maybe is the implement more worth it? Yeah. I think just because it's cheaper to sacrifice makes it a little bit better. So... Alright, let's move this garbage out of here. All these things we're not playing. Yeah, so, like, yeah, that's our sideboard. Solid 9 cards. The only thing I'm worried about with this deck is, like I was saying before, the top end just isn't really there. So, we'll see if we get punished from that. I have a feeling we're going to, but, I mean, I guess, you know, you kind of gotta wait and see. If we're able to just kind of start things out fast enough, I guess it's possible that we pull it off, but we'll see. Alright, I will see you in round 1.